Yeah, that means something big's on the way. I'm grateful. I'm just gonna say thanks, babe. Power to the peeps and the angels up above. Cause that's my life in a nutshell. This is me in a nutshell. No, seriously. Anytime anything like this has ever happened, it usually means change around the corner. Huge shifts are being made. And guess what? I start Beyond Addiction tomorrow morning. What? All right, y'all, it's officially morning, and this is my official wake up. If you've been following for a while, you know what it means when I break glass. And I haven't broken glass in a while. I just want to say that I've been really, really good. I dropped my jar of water in the sink. It happens. So here we go. Some big's on the way. Just saying. Because this is what happens in my life. When I break glass, things explode, shatter. Something big's coming around the corner. And last night was a new moon, so we're gonna see. Stay tuned. You the lover, you the puppy lover, oh you the puppy lover, oh the lover. The loving, huh? Oh, it's so sweet. The loving, huh? The baby boo. Who's the baby boo? Who's the baby boo? You give kisses? You giving kisses?
Hopping along to my meditation.
So this is me on the go. I wanted to run over to the yoga studio so I can make sure I took care of those certificates and also get my own little Yoga Nidra on while I'm there. So I have about 10 minutes to get to the yoga studio, and it can take anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes to get there. So I'm a little harried, meaning rushed, but it's all good because afterward I'm going to have to take some time to get the oil changed in the car, get some gas in it. What else do I need to do while I'm out? Probably go pick up avocados because we're out. OMG. Wow. A lot of reflection today in my morning meditation. Something that came up, fear of missing out. How many of you out there have the fear that you're going to miss out? And sometimes what that can look like is, well, if I don't go along with my friends and what they're doing, then they'll shut me out. And I want to go along to get along, and that's my way to connect and feel loved, you know, that I fit in. It's the same form. It's a connection. It's a form of love in our minds, right? So it's just something I was kind of sitting with, and how we have to discern and recognize the people that truly take us in as we are and don't make us feel like we have to compromise our integrity, but change our behavior. And I'm not talking about silly, crazy stuff. Like, I'm talking about just being you without acting like you're you. There's a difference. Sometimes we put on a mask, a show. We're acting like someone we're not, but we're kind of like even trying to convince ourselves to do it. So, just take time and recognize in your day, do you discern when you're being you or when you're trying to be someone you think will fit in better with those around you, right? So just some words of wisdom coming from a meditation this morning. Get your Snapchat on. I want to see some filters in this group. I love this studio. The studio rocks, and I just had a beautiful deep meditation, Amrit Yoga, Yoga Nidra. Now I'm gonna go get that car taken care of. Gotta get that oil changed. It keeps telling me the oil's low. I used to be so much better at this stuff. I never let anything go, and I'm so much more relaxed now. But there have been a few things that have kind of fallen off. So let's get back to it. So, beautiful evening. It is time to go take Buddy for a walk. He is overdue, and I'm going to be away the next 3 days. And I won't be home till about 6:30 each night at the earliest. And it's getting dark rather early in the evening. Since it's getting dark now, it's time to go.
When you and Buddy are walking down the street, you hop along to keep up with his beat.
All right, y'all, I gotta eat something, take a shower, get ready to go to bed because this weekend's gonna be long, and still got those other vlogs to catch up on with y'all. If you're wondering, travel and keeping up with content is not as easy as it looks. So just have a little patience. Ooh. So my belly's a little bit upset and bloated right now. It's been kind of a runaround day. Got the oil changed in the car. Polarmins. This stuff here is really good. I like pharmaceutical research labs. Their quality's good, and I was turned on to it by the founder of Rockstar Cafe. She was cancer research. An oncology nurse. Yummy. And I trust her because over the course of time that I've known her, she's as thorough with the research and checking stuff as much as I am, and not just assuming. So I trust her on a lot of things. You only need a little bit, and you add it to water, and it's a good way to get all your minerals and nutrients. It is not the greatest tasting, by the way. The other, I've been using this stuff here, this Calm Assure Magnesium. It's really super sweet. I'm not real crazy about it, but I only have a little bit left. In fact, let's see how much we got. I probably have about 2 small cups for it. So I may need some more of that in the morning. I'm not sure. And then I'm making dinner. And so I cooked up some sweet potatoes, baked them in the oven while Buddy and I were walking. My hair is kind of shedding on me here. And I am, as you know, it is that time of year. Sweet potato and avocado is the way to go. A little bit of foodie action. And then the other night, I got this 3-herb pesto. It's a local farm out in it's Miami, but it's considered right outside Coral Gables. So Glazer Farms is really good stuff. I like a lot of their stuff. This is all raw vegan, and it's basically basil, cilantro, virgin olive oil, parsley, walnuts, lemon juice, garlic, pine nuts, Celtic sea salt, and black pepper. So that's what you get when you go to the source. So I'm going to add a little bit of that. Oh, I'm so excited about this weekend. Breaking the glass this morning, seriously, I mean, you just can't make this stuff up. So here's the last jar that I have available for my water. Yeah, this is, I'm upping my fat intake right now. I'm going to have to up my carb too, but I just want to see if it'll help me put on a little bit more weight, because this is weird. I'm not used to being this light. I don't know if I mentioned, I can't even remember, I've been so busy. Went to the doctor, and the last time I'd been to the doctor I weighed 111. That's not bad. I mean, I do take care of myself. I haven't been eating heavy meals, since my mom's passing, Tom leaving, a lot of, the stresses of change and everything that I've been going through, plus travel. But even before I went on my trip this past weekend, yeah, that's just a little too, even for me, I was like, I don't feel comfortable seeing the number wise, but honestly, I feel fine physically. The only things, there have been a couple, physical things that just don't look right, that I'm not used to. I am 44 years old, y'all. I've always had a little junk in the trunk. My booty has been my favorite asset, no pun intended. And my sister and I joke with, it's do the booty dance, that this is the Levante booty, Well, lately, I don't know, ladies, please share. Tell me I'm not the only one. Lately, all of a sudden, muscle mass went south. I don't know what to say, except for there's also this little flabby thing, I'm being really hard on myself, and I know that, because I am hypercritical of myself. I set a high standard. That's just who I am, how I've been. Maybe talking about it and make it, ease it. And if anybody else is suffering or dealing with these body image issues, I think we all kind of question. I love my body, don't get me wrong. I'm just kind of being hypersensitive and hyper aware, because this happened within a 2-week period. And I'm like, was it an environmental thing that I was exposed to? Was it something I ate? Is it truly just the stress? Is my body going through some form of a healing within? I mean, here's where we can become obsessive. And I'm really trying hard to not be that way. But fortunately, I'm going into Beyond Addiction this weekend. What do you think addiction's about? It's about obsession. It's about fixation. It's about, I can't stop thinking about that or wanting that or, reaching for it. How perfect, how apropos. New moon. I want to get back to where I was. I want to get back into my more toned. I want to put on a little bit more muscle mass. I feel good, like I said, and I also have to work on my flexibility. I have to get more into doing higher impact, and lymphatic, I think, is a big deal. Because the last time I started losing a lot of weight was back when I was living in Italy. And I had hit my head, and I had this cervical spine thing where I was pinching the nerve, and I was walking around, and I had nerve pain down my arm. I was taking gabapentin, this Neurontin blend of non-narcotic with narcotic-like effect drugs, pharmaceutical. I took it for 4 months, and I was like, by the time I was done 4 months, I said, I don't like the way this is making me feeling. And when I went to read the contraindications, I was like, are you kidding me? This is crazy. Why didn't I read this before? On top of steroids and things like that I had to deal with and take for all of the pain that I was suffering through. The difficulty turning my head, sleeping at night. I mean, for months I couldn't sleep on my left side. I had to sleep with pillows up all along my left side. So this whole nerve thing, when your body is in healing mode, it increases the white cell blood count, right? It increases histamine. It increases inflammation is the white blood cell count, right? I want you to all take that in, because it is a natural response of your body when there's a foreign invader, when it's creating a safe space, like a buffer zone for your body to heal in those areas. And so when we have inflammation, and inflammation can be, my fingers are swollen, but you gotta trust in this knowing and not be hypercritical about it, in the sense that, oh, that's just fat, or that's just this. No, you have to like really tune into your body's awareness. It's always telling you what you need to know if you listen. So during that time, my metabolism was increasing, because that's additional, right? When your body's healing, it needs energy. So it starts to take from your body whatever it can to produce, for that energy to keep going. So I was constantly hungry. And people looked at me and goes, you really look too thin. And I was probably where I am now, maybe not even, honestly. I was eating. I couldn't eat enough. I was always hungry. And this was after I stopped taking all the pharmaceuticals, because I've never trusted pharmaceuticals. I've always just preferred not to go with those, with the exception of ibuprofen, which God knows how much that did damage. Yeah, and I noticed over time, I noticed that the correlation with your body healing, but I didn't understand the whole concept of fasting. I wish I knew then what I know now. Maybe I would have gone into fasting and healed quicker. But that's where it's all part of our journey. We learn from our past. We can see it by the experience and where we end up. And through that, right? So we are always guided where we need to be going. And our biggest challenges, our obstacles, our pains, our traumas, whatever we've experienced is part of the conditioning us for, like, okay, what do I need to learn and experience to contribute and serve in the world? So, and right now, being hypersensitive and aware of my own physical body, I'm going, okay, maybe my body's fighting something off. Mind you, if it's something really drastic, I don't need to know. But, my doctor hasn't contacted me about any issues with my thyroid. I really don't think it's my thyroid. If anything, even my digestion has been a lot better considering all of this. But I sometimes wonder, what have I maybe been exposed to? And it seems to have happened ever since the first trip to that bakery place where I had the donuts and the cupcakes. So I'm just curious, and I'm going to watch over the next few weeks, and I'm keeping mental notes. Of course, I'll keep you posted. The next thing is last night when I went to that mushroom seminar event, and I listened and was reminded of a lot of the things I was aware of, but I wasn't as aware recently. Like, you can know something, but you can forget. And when someone reawakens that awareness and go, oh, I need to implement. I need to utilize that information that I've known and apply it in my life now, right? You can have knowledge, but you have to learn how and when it's applicable, and to assimilate and integrate it, right, through personal experience. So she was talking about how mushrooms can heal, and it is a very true statement, because they carry a whole lot more nutrients than a lot of the different things out there. So what I'm going to do over the next couple weeks is I'm going to start adding in host defenses, supplements, mushroom supplements, because I want to, number one, one thing that fascinated me is a reminder that your DNA strands can be repaired, and the myelin sheath and the nerves. So I want to work on building back that nerve strength, and also my cardiovascular and my calming. I want to get all of that back in so that I can feel a little bit more optimal. I don't feel bad, like I said, but I want to see how it heals, because I do trust in the power of food and supplement. Let thy food be thy medicine, and thy medicine be thy food. So I'm going to finish this up, y'all. It's been a long day. Buddy and I had a nice walk. Caught up with my dad a little bit, and caught up with some people, because tomorrow's going to be a long day regarding all of what needs to be done. So, you know what to do. Keep it raw, stay rad. I love y'all.